Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Partly cloudy skies today with daytime highs approaching 32. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows level off around 23. Tonight, mainly clear. High of 38 tomorrow. Lots of sunshine Friday with a high of 40. 24 Saturday. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Right now, 16.
Kansas Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier. Well, the Kansas State legislative session of 2025 is officially underway, with more Republicans coming in and going through their training as freshmen elected officials. And with even more of a supermajority in the state legislature, Democrats in the legislature say they're going to have a hard time getting their agenda out and hope that Republicans are willing to work with them.
We don't have the numbers to stop anything that is majority-leaning Republican. So I can't say that I fault them for their plan of action, but clearly as I look at the calendar, their plan is to, push their way in. All we can hope is that they at least go through the motions and listen to the things that we have to say, right? My hope is that that we can get some of our constituents involved, so that the Republican Party knows that this is what Kansans want more than anything.
Kansas Mid-America Network News.
Do you suffer from numbness, tingling, burning, or cramping in your feet, hands, or legs? Midwest Pain Relief Center is effectively treating many cases with these exact symptoms, helping patients find relief without endless medications. If you're someone who deals with any of these symptoms, our program could be the answer you're looking for. Call today to schedule a consultation at 620-478-2878. That's 620-478-2878. You can visit our website at MidwestPainReliefCenter.com. Midwest Pain Relief Center, preserving joints and restoring lives.
Hey there, it's Delana from Truck Stuff with a few items that come in handy this time of year. We have the largest selection around of WeatherTech and Husky floor liners to keep the mud and slush off your carpet. Mud flaps and wheel well liners also offer nice protection. And don't forget, bug shields are great at protecting against rock chips from the salt and sand on the road. We also offer remote start and heated seat covers. So stop by today for your winter gear at Truck Stuff at the corner of Central and Washington.
Tricked out, decked out, check us out, Truck Stuff.
The Harvard University Joint Center for Housing Studies has released their latest report showing the burden that Kansans have in the state when it comes to rent and housing costs and cost of living. As KSNC News reports, according to the latest study from the Harvard University Joint Center for Housing Studies, they say that homelessness has increased near 18% across the nation year over year, with a near 40% increase over the past 4 years alone, and saying in the state of Kansas, half of renter households have been burdened, with the share of severely burdened renters in the state rising from 24% in 2019 to 27% in the year of 2022. According to the study, the state of Kansas overall ranks 33rd in the nation for severely burdened people for the year of 2022, with the state having slightly lower percentages of burdened people than the rest of the nation. The most burdened state was Florida, which had 31.4% of their population as severely burdened. The burden rate in Kansas has grown from 2001, where 19% say they were severely burdened, to 2022 at 23%.
Don't risk finding out if your farm is underinsured when you have a loss. Insuring to the accurate value of your livestock, equipment, structures, and inventory is an important consideration when reviewing your insurance coverage. Blue Valley Insurance can help you protect your farm or ranch with a tailored policy that combines various coverage into one convenient package. Let's discuss your need and keep your property values up to date at Blue Valley Insurance of Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
Nebraska Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier with the 2025 state legislative session officially underway in the state of Nebraska. The Speaker of the Legislature, John Arch of La Vista, Nebraska, has outlined the biggest issues and priorities for the upcoming legislative discussions, saying that the biggest issue in the state is the state budget. According to the Nebraska Examiner, with the laying out of the upcoming priorities for the state legislature, he did say it is, quote, without a doubt, the top priority to address the state budget for the 90-day session that began at the end of last week. According to the state budget, they say the state of Nebraska is forecasted to be running more than a
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we don't say two birds with one stone. We say two damages with one deductible. With us, if your home and auto are both damaged in one storm, you only pay one deductible. And we should probably stop using stones for that sort of thing anyway. Talk to a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent about our one deductible advantage at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Reporting local news, I'm Bruce Dierking. Marysville City Council met Monday with a brief meeting prior to an executive session to discuss non-elected personnel. The budget meeting was set February 3rd at 5:30 at the fire station. A water leak on Elm between 9th and 10th Streets may be repaired Friday, weather permitting. A semi struck the 10th and Center traffic signal, which was turned into insurance. Recent vandalism was reported at the Blue River Ferry Trails Park, with four-wheel drive ruts left on the levee. Cameras may be used to monitor the site. Informal discussion as to extending types of animals allowed within city limits on a parcel 2 acres or more was held after a request to consider 4-H animals by a resident. Following a recent proposal for 12th Road improvements in East Marysville, consensus was to prepare a bid packet that could be submitted to contractors for consideration. Aaron Westbrook's appointment as city prosecutor was approved, and new city attorney Luke Sunderland of Sabetha was introduced. An email sent to council members regarding conditions at the Elm Street apartment complex had been reported to the Kansas Department of Health and Environment, who had advised that a city housing ordinance needs to be in place in order to take further action. The city attorney outlined a minimum housing code currently in place and that first steps in a legal action were being taken. The city administrator spoke of various agencies involved and stated that contact has been made with management. Code revisions may be necessary going forward for this level of a problem. Concern with enforcing snow removal from sidewalks within 24 hours of a snowfall was mentioned, and property owners are reminded to be aware of the issue. Concern was also expressed with vehicles parked on city streets that hinder snow removal. Adopting an odd-even system of parking was discussed. The matter was referred to the street committee with input from the street department. Prairie Hills USD 113 School Board meeting Monday accepted the retirement resignation of Superintendent Todd Evans, effective at the end of June. Prior to serving the past 11 years as superintendent, Evans was Sabetha High principal for 15 years. An injury accident was reported in Washington County December 30th. Tammy L. Bray of Palmer lost control, went off the road, rolling several times on K-9 Highway in the 2800 block. The driver was transported to the Washington County Hospital. John P. Cook, age 76, passed away January 9th. Private family burial at a later date is planned at the Maplewood Cemetery at Barnes, with the Ward Funeral Home in charge of arrangements for John Cook. On the Marshall County Senior Citizens Lunch Menu today, barbecue meatballs, baby bakers, Brussels sprouts, and plums. Tomorrow, a fish sandwich, baked sweet potato fries, coleslaw, and fruit cocktail. KNDY News Time is 7:12.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Are you feeling under the weather? Did you get a cut that needs quick care or need a same-day appointment? At Sunflower Medical Clinic, we're here for you, Tuesday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is Crystal Lease, and we're ready to offer you personalized care, even if we're not your primary provider. Call us today or search us online. Personalized medical care you can rely on with Sunflower Medical Clinic in downtown Marysville.
From sunrise to sunset, Corner Bistro and Diner, formerly the Empty Cup in Marysville, has you covered. Start your day with a hearty breakfast or swing by for lunch and dinner, where every bite feels like home. Need a break? Treat yourself to their specialty coffee bar, complete with fresh pastries and sweet treats to brighten your day. The Corner Bistro and Diner, where great food and warm smiles are always on the menu. Check out their Facebook page, The Corner Bistro and Diner, your corner of comfort and flavor. Open daily 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., closing Monday and Wednesday at 3.
Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Mostly sunny skies today with our highs in the mid-30s and upper 40s. And mostly clear skies overnight tonight with our lows in the mid to upper 20s. Sunshine as we head into Thursday as well with our highs in the mid-40s and lower 50s. And staying mostly clear throughout Thursday night with our lows in the lower to mid-20s. Still staying sunny and warmer as we head into Friday with our highs in the lower to mid-40s. Then staying mostly cloudy and much cooler into Friday night with our lows in the mid to upper teens. Sunshine as we head into Saturday, but cooler with our highs in the mid to upper 20s. And partly cloudy skies into Saturday night with our lows just above zero. Sunshine as we head into Sunday with our highs in the mid to upper teens. Then staying very chilly throughout Sunday night, partly cloudy with our lows just above and below zero. Staying mostly sunny as we head into next Monday with our highs in the mid to upper teens. Then partly cloudy skies over Monday night with our lows just above and below zero. Some sunshine continues as we head into Tuesday with our highs in the mid to upper teens throughout the region. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
Average high temperature, mid-January, 39. Record high in the state, 65. The average low, 18. The record low, 9 below zero. Sunrise this morning, 7:45. Sunset this evening at 5:28. It's 15 degrees this hour. That's a check of the morning news and weather for this Wednesday, the 15th of January. KNDY News Time is 7:15. I'm Bruce Dierking reporting.
Hey, honey, did you remember to look into our family's Marketplace health insurance coverage for 2025?
Marketplace insurance? Isn't that still Obamacare?
It is, but each year we need to review our plan to make sure we're getting the best coverage at the lowest price for our family.
I heard open enrollment closes January 15th, so let's get on top of that.
If this sounds like your life, you're not the only one. Reed Insurance of Marysville is here to find the best coverage for your situation. With life and work changes, it's time to look at your 2025 coverage. Contact Reed Insurance in Marysville today at 785-727-4655 and find your coverage your way.
Buying a house? Do things seem scary? Don't panic. You have a champion behind you. Marshall County Abstract and Title Company at 1110 Broadway Street in Marysville is here to fight for your property rights. When you are ready to purchase real estate, you just can't have anyone better on your side than Marshall County Abstract and Title Company. If you need help with any and all aspects of your real estate transactions, stop by our office any weekday from 8:30 to 5 and get the advice you need. Or call 562-3071. Relax. We are here to help.
Was it revenge or just a midweek correction? Good morning, I'm Jay Reynolds. Sunday, we saw the Cavs lose at home to the Pacers, which snapped a 12-game win streak for Cleveland. Last night, the back end of a home-and-home, and the Cavs in Indy returned the favor.
The Cavaliers with another double-digit win because they're going to dribble out the clock. They're going to win this one by 10. We're down to 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzzer sounds. Cavs win. Cavaliers win in Indiana, 127-117. Cavaliers now 34-5.
WTAM with the call. Cavs, have played 39 games. They've won 34 of them. Nuggets get a season-high 45 from Jamal Murray. They beat Dallas 118-99. Denver has won 8 of its last 10. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hits his first 10 shots, finishes with 32 points. Thunder over the Sixers, 118-102. Hawks top the Suns by 5. Pelicans beat the Bulls by 6. Nets snapping a 5-game skid with a 132-114 win over the Blazers. Giannis Antetokounmpo a triple-double. Bucks 130-115 over Sacramento. College hoops. Number 4 takes a tumble at home.
What a gigantic victory for the Ole Miss basketball program in general. 2 seconds, 1 second. It's over. Ole Miss 74, Alabama 64 as the tide falls.
David Kellum from Learfield. 10-point win for Ole Miss. It gives them their first ever win against a top 5 team. Top-ranked Auburn by 22 over number 15 Mississippi State. Auburn with its 9th straight win. Missouri by 1 over 5th-ranked Florida in a game they led by as many as 19. The man accused of felony stalking of WNBA Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark had his first court appearance yesterday. His behavior described as erratic. At one point he shouted, "Guilty as charged."
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and switch to the expensive shampoo with amino acids. Sure, you don't know what those are or why you need them, but it sounds very impressive. And if you switch and save hundreds, you can massage it into your scalp every day. Now, if only you can get people to lean toward your head to smell those aminos. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shampoo. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Taxes was taxing. Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free? TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your maximum refund. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, and student loan interest. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
Tuesday night basketball action in girls play. Marysville took Abilene 56-37. Wamego knocked off Concordia 56-46, while Rock Creek beat Clay Center girls 54-46. Smoky Valley over Chapman 57-46. Valley Heights girls beat Washington County 60-47. Hanover edged Lynn 40-38. Donovan West over Frankfort girls 56-25, and Centralia beat Northeast Kansas Homeschool 71-25. Boys play, Marysville beat Abilene 65-60. Concordia took Wamego 67-53. Rock Creek over Clay Center boys 66-48. Valley Heights trimmed Washington County 60-51. Hanover boys top Lynn 59-36. Frankfort over Donovan West 54-45. And Centralia beat Northeast Kansas Homeschool 69-60. New Decca's tournament play in boys action Tuesday. Diller Odell defeated Parkview Christian in overtime 49-46. Griffins advanced to play third seed HTRS 8:15 on Thursday at the Beatrice Middle School. Southern fell to Johnson County Central 55-50. And the Raiders move on to play Tri-County Saturday 1:15 in the auditorium.
Hi there, Chad Kramer here from Kramer Oil. Fuel costs for 2025 might be the last thing on your mind, but now's the perfect time to lock them in. As a family business, we take pride in delivering quality service you can count on. We've been here for you and will keep fueling your future. That's why we're offering a chance to secure your fuel rates for 2025. Don't wait. Call us at 785-562-2466 to book your fuel needs. Kramer Oil, fueling your future with confidence and a handshake you can trust.
From ABC News, Wall Street now. A choppy trading session ended with stocks mixed on Tuesday as investors studied new inflation data. The Dow Jones added 221 points to close at 42,518. The S&P picked up 0.1%. The Nasdaq Composite slipped 0.25%. In the technological war between the United States and China, Asian companies dominated U.S. patent grants last year. Samsung had the most in 2024, followed by Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. In its drive to rein in expenses, Microsoft is taking the help wanted sign down from its consulting business. An internal memo also instructs employees not to travel for any internal meetings, but to use remote sessions instead. Donut fans in a few states have been unable to get their fix at Dunkin' because of what the company calls a manufacturing error. Dunkin' says that under 1% of its locations are currently still affected by this hole in the supply chain. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Market information from the Mid-America Ag Network. I'm Andy Hoosier. Good Wednesday morning to you. Markets opening up here in just a bit for the middle trading day of the week. Yesterday, we saw things wrap up really mixed all across the board for the grains and the livestock. It was a bit of a roller coaster. Things started off higher for the livestock and dipped down slowly, at least in some of the live cattle numbers by the end of trading. Grain markets were mixed. Saw some grain, a bit of a jump in the middle of trading, and then drop back down at the end of the day. We'll see what's in store for us today again as well. March corn, though, did wrap up 2 cents in the red at 474.5. May corn was down by 2 cents at 484 3/4 cents. In the wheat market, March KC wheat was down 1/4 cent yesterday, finishing at 560 3/4. May KC wheat was down 1/4 as well at 570 1/4. In the oats market, slightly higher numbers here. Some green on the board with March oats finishing yesterday up 10 1/4 cent at 354 1/4. May oats were up 7.5 cents at 362 1/4. In the soybeans, they were green for most of the day. It saw some red right at the end with March beans down 5.5 1.5 cents at 10.47.5. May beans were down 5 1/4 at 10.61 1/4. And the soybean meal for January, they were down $1.80. That's about off the board, as they finish up $2.98 40. March meal was down $2 at $3.05.80. Soybean oil had a little bit of green here yesterday with January. That is slowing down as well. That was in the green 1/4 yesterday at $45.73. The March oil was up 23 cents at $46.22. In the canola market, mostly red there yesterday, with March canola finishing $6.10 down at $641.60. May was down $4.80 as well at $650.80. And the cotton market had some red on the board yesterday, with March cotton down 14 cents at 67.5. May cotton was down 17 cents at 68.70 cents. So really mixed all across the board. We'll see what happens as markets open up in just a bit for a Wednesday. Market information, Mid-America Ag Network.
From Kansas State University, this is Agriculture Today. I'm Shelby Varner. There are many exciting things that are happening at Kansas State University for agriculture that Jane Hsu, Director of K-State Research and Extension and Associate Dean of Research for the College of Agriculture, talks about as we begin 2025.
So the Global Center is going to be really a great way to collaborate across campus. It's going to be right between Call Hall and Weber Hall, with a focus around food and grain, but also around kind of some big areas that we are looking at really across the university to collaborate. So one of those being human health and well-being, advanced manufacturing, biosafety and food security, and then sustainable ag practices, which is really important across the university. And those four things have really been adopted even more widely than just the College of Agriculture, which ag is so collaborative across the whole university. But we really are embracing sustainability on campus right now. There's some really neat things that are happening.
Hsu explains what work will be taking place at a research location off campus.
We have places across Kansas that we have research centers. So one of those examples is the Rannells Ranch, which, if you know where the Kanza is, it's right across the road, right across the street. But wonderful collaboration that's going on there. Bringing in, we have co-directors right now, and it has been just wonderful to see their collaboration already. So Logan Thompson and Sophie Westbrook, one from animal science, one from agronomy, and working together on what this looks like for the soil, what this looks like for animal agriculture and grazing, what this looks like for lots of that production ag.
Fundraising for a new beef feedlot at K-State is happening, and she discusses what will be at the new facility.
We'll have a metabolism barn that you can do basically research on individual animals. We'll have a small pen, high replicate feedlot, 10 head pens, 125 of them, and you can do kind of smaller groups of animals, but multiples of those, so you get good research data. We'll also have a feed mill for feeding the animals, and that's an important thing. So our student trainees can get hands-on experience mixing rations, doing things like that as well.
That was K-State's Jane Hsu with a few things that are going on at Kansas State University in 2025. I'm Shelby Varner, and this has been Agriculture Today over at the K-State Radio Network.
The Manhattan Commission Company special stock cow sale has been rescheduled for Wednesday, January 15th, starting at 11 a.m. First calf heifers include 156 fancy Angus first calf heifers mixed consignments, plus 52 black white face Sim Angus and Charlotte Angus cross first calf heifers, all bred to low birth weight bulls for January 17th through April calving. There will be 14 fancy bull Hereford first calf heifers bred to low birth weight Hereford bulls for February through March calves. Spring cows include 400 red Angus, black white face, and Hereford bred cows, 3 years older, including 112 reputation red Angus cows to be 5 years old, bred to Peeper red Angus bulls for March and April calves. 90 choice home-raised Angus cows, 3 to 7 years old, bred to Angus bulls for March and April calving. There'll be 100 black baldy, and Sim Angus cross cows, 3 years to short and solid. They'll have September through November calves by side. For more information on the special cow sale to be held Wednesday, January 15th at the Manhattan Commission Company, please call 800-834-1029 or check our website at mcclivestock.com.
Hitting a milestone in life will often have us asking, where does the time go? A very literal answer to that rhetorical question today from the Old Farmer's Almanac.
If you're a farmer or rancher, chances are you've thought about joining Kansas Farm Bureau. So what's stopping you? Your membership means you have a seat at the table when it comes to the issues that affect your farm. Things like trade, taxes, water, and regulations. The state's largest farm advocacy organization brings your message to policy decision makers at the county, state, and national level. The voice of agriculture becomes your voice and fights for Kansas farmers and ranchers. And a Kansas Farm Bureau membership includes other benefits. For about $50 a year, you'll receive discounts on equipment and supplies, cell phone plans, financial and legal support, home and office supplies, and more. You'll also receive Kansas Living, a quarterly lifestyle magazine featuring real stories of farmers and producers around the state, plus great recipes, crafts, and things to see and do in Kansas. Join us today. Visit kfb.org/farmer-rancher to learn more.
With more practical tips and useful advice, this is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report for Wednesday, January 15th, the 15th day of the year. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on this day. Have you ever found yourself pondering, where does the time go? It may be a rhetorical question, but a look at the cold, hard numbers can be enlightening. The average American today will live to about 82 years old. A full third of that, or 27 years, will be spent sleeping. The average worker spends a cumulative 10 years on the job. Housework, women spend 6 years of their lives cooking and cleaning, whereas men spend about 4 years. And if it sounds like that leaves little left over for the important things in life, well, consider this. We will spend an additional 9 years of our lives just sitting in front of the TV. That is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report. Learn more and get the advice of the day at almanac.com.
It's 7:30 from KNDY and 15 degrees ahead of sunrise. We begin a warm-up. Seasonal highs today around the freezing mark with 40s into Thursday, Friday this week.
Mid-American Network Sports, I'm Doug Downs. The Kansas State Wildcats dropped another Big 12 game last night, this time inside Bramlage Coliseum in Manhattan. They lost to Texas Tech 61-57. It was a hard-fought game by the Cats. 4 Kansas State Wildcats scored in double figures. Afterwards, Jerome Tang had this to say.
I was really proud of our fight. We have to just be better execution-wise. I can't go 5 minutes and 30 seconds at the end of the game and not make a bucket. And that's something we'll look at and try to figure that out. And then
K-State is 7-9 overall. They are 1-4 in Big 12 conference play. The Kansas State Wildcats will play again on Saturday against the Kansas Jayhawks in Allen Fieldhouse. The Wichita State Shockers finally get a win in conference play. They were able to take care of Charlotte last night, 68-59 inside Charles Koch Arena. Mid-American Network Sports.
Marysville Bulldogs knock off the Abilene Cowboys. Coming back home from Marysville, their first game on the home court in 2025. And Abilene led most all the way. Bulldogs would gain a 1-point third quarter advantage. Took a lead late, and Willow Tuck hit 6 of 6 free throws down the stretch. Led all scorers with 35 points, and it come from a hind win for NHS. Connor Lee in double figures with 12 as Marysville improves to 3-4. Their first league win in 5 starts. Abilene's Tyler Holloway had 22 points inside. Cowboys fall to 4-2, 2-1 in the league play. Marysville 65, Abilene 60 in boys action, as the girls made it a sweep, winning the opener 56-32. Marysville up 16 at the end to 125 at the half. Never looked back, led by Lindsey Dressman with 17. Dahlia Fry scored 13. Lady Bulldogs improved to 3-4, 2-3. Abilene freshman Tessa Herman had 10 in the loss, their 6th this season. Marysville 56, Abilene 32. As the Bulldogs tip off Friday at Wamego. Reporting for KNDY Sports, I'm Bruce Dierking.
It was a clean sweep for the Valley Heights Mustangs over the Washington County Tigers on a Tuesday night in league matchup. First in our girls matchup, Valley Heights girls win 60-47 behind 18 points from Lindsey Gray, all behind the three-point arc. Double digits from Jesse Hoover and Addie Gakel were not enough, as again Valley Heights girls win 60-47, and now 4-3 on the season. Washington County 4-4. In the boys matchup, the Valley Heights boys get the first win of the year in 7 tries, 60-51 over Washington County. 24 points from Royce Ekstrom as he led all scoring. Valley Heights outscores Washington 20-9 in the fourth quarter to pick up their first win in 7 tries, while Washington County moves to 2-6. Reporting for KNDY Radio, this is Max Blasky.
Tuesday night basketball action in girls play. Marysville took Abilene 56-37. Wamego knocked off Concordia 56-46, while Rock Creek beat Clay Center girls 54-46. Smoky Valley over Chapman 57-46. Valley Heights girls beat Washington County 60-47. Hanover edged Lynn 40-38. Donovan West over Frankfort girls 56-25, and Centralia beat Northeast Kansas Homeschool 71-25. Boys play, Marysville beat Abilene 65-60. Concordia took Wamego 67-53. Rock Creek over Clay Center boys 66-48. Valley Heights trimmed Washington County 60-51. Hanover boys top Lynn 59-36. Frankfort over Donovan West 54-45. And Centralia beat Northeast Kansas Homeschool 69-60.
New Decca's tournament play in boys action Tuesday. Diller Odell defeated Parkview Christian in overtime 49-46. Griffins advanced to play third seed HTRS 8:15 on Thursday at the Beatrice Middle School. Southern fell to Johnson County Central 55-50. And the Raiders move on to play Tri-County Saturday 1:15 in the auditorium.
KNDY.